Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. RHO Dubai Sara Al Madani reveals alleged kidnapping plot. Real Housewives of Dubai star Sara Al Madani has revealed an alleged plot to kidnap her son, Maktoum. According to Sara, her former maid collaborated with other individuals to take her son. She recently recounted the WhatsApp messages she found and other clues with her Real Housewives co-stars. Here is what she discovered. Sara Al Madani reveals disturbing details after firing maid. On a recent episode of The Real Housewives of Dubai, Sara Al Madani revealed that one of her former employees secretly allowed strangers into her home when she wasn't there. She also uncovered more suspicious, disturbing behavior. "My maid for the past 6 months has been closing the cameras in the house, bringing multiple men," she told Mina Ali and Saba Yusuf on the August 20 episode. "The men asked her for my picture and his picture, the times where we go out, when do we come back. I'm her phone, there's pictures of people in her room with alcohol." When the Real Housewives initially fired her maid, she caught her stealing from her. The maid was attempting to take things like her mother's earrings and her underwear. However, what she uncovered was much more frightening. In a confessional, she continued to explain the situation, which involved her 9-year-old son. Text messages between her former maid and men revealed that she was sending photos of Sara's son to strangers. The men were commenting on pictures of her son, saying things like, "Oh my God, he's cute and we love his skin." Or Dubai star turns maid into local authorities. Additionally, Sara revealed that the men were asking things like when her son came home, who waited for him, and what their money situation was. "I mean, all these questions indicate one thing: kidnap, ransom. Right now I'm dealing with a court case, police case, my son traumatized," she said. She detailed more WhatsApp messages she found with her co-stars. The man's like, "What time does the kid go to school? Who picks him up? How does he look like? Send me a picture," Sara said. The Real Housewives star continued, "It's disgusting because the guy's like, 'Send me the boy's picture.' He said, 'Oh, the boy's beautiful.' I was like, 'Excuse me?' I was like, 'Go to jail, I'm sorry.'" Thankfully, Sara Al Madani's son is safe. Maktoum and his mother have been to the police station 3 times to report her former maid. They have chosen to not disclose the identity of the woman. The former maid has allegedly been arrested, but local authorities have not yet confirmed the arrest. The pristine blue waters of Dubai's coast shimmered under the golden rays of the sun, casting an ethereal glow over the city's skyline. The majestic Burj Khalifa stood tall, dominating the landscape, a symbol of opulence, power, and ambition. But beneath the glittering surface of this city of dreams, darker currents were stirring, secrets so unsettling that even the high society of Dubai couldn't escape their chilling grasp. Sara Al Madani, one of the most enigmatic and influential figures in the Dubai social scene, had always been a force to be reckoned with. Known for her fierce independence, business acumen, and unyielding dedication to women's empowerment, Sara's reputation was as formidable as the towering structures that defined Dubai's horizon. But as the new season of The Real Housewives of Dubai was set to premiere, no one could have predicted the shocking revelation that would turn the city's elite circles upside down. It began with whispers, faint, almost imperceptible rumors that spread like wildfire through the corridors of power. Sara had been seen less frequently in her usual haunts, her radiant smile and poised demeanor replaced by a distant, almost haunted expression. The tabloids speculated endlessly. Was it a scandal? A business deal gone awry? Or perhaps a personal crisis? The truth, when it finally emerged, was far more sinister. In an exclusive interview with a top-tier international magazine, Sara broke her silence, unveiling a story so terrifying it left the world gasping. She revealed that she had been the target of an elaborate and meticulously planned kidnapping plot, a conspiracy that involved some of the most powerful figures in Dubai and beyond. As Sara recounted the harrowing details, the room seemed to darken, the weight of her words pulling the listener into a chilling reality. It all started several months ago, when she noticed subtle changes in her daily routine: an unfamiliar car parked outside her home, a stranger's gaze lingering a little too long, and cryptic messages sent to her private number. At first she dismissed these incidents as mere coincidences, the paranoid imaginings of a life lived in the public eye, but soon the signs became too clear to ignore. One evening, while attending a high-profile charity event, Sara's intuition screamed at her to leave. The opulent ballroom, filled with Dubai's most influential personalities, suddenly felt claustrophobic. As she made her way towards the exit, she received a text message that sent a shiver down her spine. "You can't run forever." Terrified, Sara left the event under the guise of a sudden illness, her heart pounding in her chest. The message was a direct threat, a confirmation that someone was watching her, someone who knew her every move. That night, as she sat in the security of her lavish villa, Sara made a decision. She would uncover the truth behind these threats, no matter the cost. With the help of a trusted private investigator, Sara began to piece together the fragments of a chilling puzzle. The investigation led her to discover a network of shadowy figures, individuals with connections to the underworld, the kind of people who operated in the shadows, far from the reach of the law. But what shocked her the most was the involvement of people she knew: business associates, former friends, and even acquaintances from the social scene. The mastermind behind the plot, Sara revealed, was someone who envied her success, resented her influence, and sought to eliminate her as a rival. The plan was as sinister as it was elaborate: to kidnap Sara and use her as leverage in a broader scheme of extortion and power play. The goal was to break her spirit, to strip her of everything she held dear, and to send a message to the world that even the most powerful could be brought to their knees. But Sara was not one to be easily intimidated. Instead of succumbing to fear, she fought back with a tenacity that left her would-be captors scrambling. She used her connections, her intelligence, and her unyielding will to outmaneuver her enemies at every turn. She fortified her security, both physical and digital, and ensured that those closest to her were protected. It was a battle of wits and resolve, played out in the shadows, far from the public eye. As the investigation deepened, Sara uncovered more than just the kidnapping plot. She stumbled upon a web of corruption that extended far beyond her personal ordeal, implicating figures in positions of power, individuals who had long evaded scrutiny. The revelations threatened to shake the very foundations of Dubai's elite society, exposing the dark underbelly of a world that thrived on secrecy and manipulation. In her interview, Sara spoke with a calm determination that belied the terror she had faced. "I want the world to know that I am not a victim," she said, her voice steady. "I am a survivor, and I will not allow fear to dictate my life. This experience has only strengthened my resolve to fight for what is right, to stand up against those who believe they can operate above the law." The fallout from Sara's revelation was immediate and explosive. The media went into a frenzy, with every outlet scrambling to uncover more details about the conspiracy. Public opinion was divided. Some praised Sara's courage, while others questioned the veracity of her claims, suggesting it was a ploy for attention or a storyline for the show. But those who knew Sara understood that this was no publicity stunt. The danger she faced was real, and the stakes were life and death. As the dust settled, Sara emerged stronger than ever, her resolve steeled by the ordeal. The investigation continued, with authorities now involved, working to dismantle the criminal network that had targeted her. But for Sara, this was more than just a personal victory. It was a testament to her belief that no one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. And as the cameras of the Real Housewives of Dubai captured her triumphant return to the social scene, there was a new intensity in her gaze, a reminder to the world that Sara Al Madani was not someone to be underestimated. Dubai's glittering facade had been cracked, revealing the shadows that lurked beneath. But in the midst of it all, Sara stood tall, a beacon of strength and resilience, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.